So I wrote this story. It's a beautiful day. The sun beats down and the radio's on as his girlfriend fixes breakfast. Working on a mystery that never would come to me. I'm running down a dream. He hums along with Tom Petty as the eggs spit in the pan. It's the weekend. Time is for idling. Friends are having a party this evening. After breakfast, he'll meander into town to pick up some wine to take with them. Life is rich. Not in material wealth, but in experience, wisdom, trust. Next week, they're off to Warsaw for a long weekend to celebrate their second anniversary. Their first holiday together, previously impossible due to the pandemic. They're middle-aged, the invisible age. It was unexpected and thrilling for them to stumble across each other in the flower market, to dare to exchange looks and words and numbers, and to find the energy to start building a relationship, a new partnership, after so many years sailing their own dinghies on stormy seas, bringing up children, navigating chaos, dealing with punctures and sharks single-handedly. Now the children are flown and they have each other completely. Their luck has changed magnificently. It's a fairy tale in the green beauty of their hometown. They'd moved in together quickly, partly because of the pandemic when everything was locked down and warlike, and partly because it felt right and good and they wanted to grab this luck and each other and hold it tight. Their first proper date was at the Tunnel of Love, a railway track surrounded by green arches that made them feel they were enveloped in nature. It's often viewed as a tourist trap, but since their first date there, they'd grown to know it and love it and know the best time to visit, so that it always felt like they had the dreamscape to themselves, their own secret garden. They go late on summer evenings and lay down on blankets, listening to the leaves whisper. They go early on winter mornings in hats and scarves, arms wrapped around each other for warmth, and they crunch through the frost in their fur-lined boots. He knew he would ask her to marry him there, maybe this year. He saw a billboard in town for the new Batman film and wondered for a second if she'd like to go. Might be too violent for her, and she'd have nightmares, and then his sleep would be disturbed. He smiled at this knowledge he had of this woman of his. He let his mind continue to wander. Thrillers often start in a comfortable, homely scene, just before the bottom falls out of the world. They're set innocently in a safe place, which turns out to be a thin barrier holding back fear of the unknown. What about real life? What if he gets run over in town? What if he gets home and she's gone? What if there's a freak accident and the house burns down? What if there's a nuclear war? Well, what if? He pulled himself out of his head. The future never comes. The past is gone. Our job is to make now count. See you later, love, he had shouted before he left. The streets are surprisingly quiet this morning, and the wind bites in the suburbs of Rivne.